Welcome back to the channel, folks. I'm really excited for today's video because today I will be doing my MLB All-Star ballot, first ballot for 2022. Yes, that's right. I will be doing more videos. And let's just get right into it because YouTube recommends you watch the video and so do I. I'm really excited for today's video and I hope you guys are too. Like, subscribe, comment, share, and I'll see you guys at the video. Alright, folks, so let's go ahead and get right into it and start with the first baseman. So today, let's start with the American League. So, honestly, looking at it right now, I think a lot of these guys definitely have an argument to be the starting first baseman. Like guys like Luis Ariz, obviously Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Ty France, Ryan Mountcastle, Anthony Rizzo. A ton of these guys have an argument to be the starting first baseman for the American League. But I'm going to go with Ty France because this guy is just insane. Leading all the first basemen in the American League, at least in average. He's got an 886 OPS. This guy has been money. Ty France is my starting first baseman for the American League. So for the National League, honestly, I have it down to two guys, Pete Alonso and Paul Goldschmidt. And so what I don't like about this site that lets you vote for the All-Stars, it doesn't give you two things: DRS, defensive run saves, and WAR, wins or replacement. So what I'm actually going to do, because since these are two close guys, like very close, I'm going to actually go ahead and go to the WAR page and the Fielding Bible page. So for WAR, Paul Goldschmidt leads over Pete Alonso, and that's fair, okay? So fielding now, let's see where they both are. Paul Goldschmidt, I'm sure Paul Goldschmidt's a better fielder than Pete Alonso, but let's just go ahead and look. All right. Jeez. Okay, so I know Paul Goldschmidt's a better fielder than Pete Alonso, so I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to go with Paul Goldschmidt. Even though I love Pete Alonso, I'm going to go with Paul Goldschmidt. So Ty France and Paul Goldschmidt are my first baseman. Let's go to second base. All right, folks, so now we're moving on to our second baseman, and there are a couple guys in the American League that definitely have an argument, not that many in the National League, but I think this is where a lot of comments will happen because there is Jose Altuve, Santiago Espinal, Andres Jimenez, there's Brandon Lau, even though he's not having a good year, like Gleyber Torres even, like a ton of these guys really have the factor that they can be the starting guy in the American League, and I think this is going to come down to three guys. I think it comes down to Jose Altuve, Andres Jimenez, and Gleyber Torres. So I gotta say, this is going to come down to defense for me because Jose Altuve and Andres Jimenez are pretty close in everything. Jimenez has higher average in RBIs, but Altuve has more homers and OPS. So this is going to come down to defense for me, and I gotta say, Andres Jimenez, he is the second overall in defense, 11 DRS on the season, defensive run saves. This guy has just been money. Andres Jimenez is the starting second baseman in the American League. So for the National League, this isn't close. This is pretty easy. While I like to do Jeff McNeil, and I'm kind of surprised that Luis Guillorme isn't on here. Let's see if I can write on Luis Guillorme. Luis Guillorme. I can. Okay. So this might be crazy, but I might go with Luis Guillorme because the guy has been insane. I'm going to pull up Luis Guillorme real quick. Luis Guillorme. And so this guy, look, 822 OPS, the highest that there is for, here, let me just go ahead and change the highest OPS that there is Jazz Chisholm, but Luis Guillorme isn't on there, and he has a higher OPS than Jazz Chisholm. While he doesn't have as many RBIs or homers, he has a very high average. Same with Jeff McNeil. Guys, you might think this is crazy, but I'm going with Luis Guillorme. Big Bad Luis. This guy has just been money all year. I think can be the starting second baseman in the National League. All right, folks, so it is now time to move on to the third baseman, and I really think this will be the easiest thing yet. In the National League, it's easily Manny Machado. Like, you can make an argument for Nolan Arenado, but Manny Machado has been absolute money this year, amazing. But it does get hard in the American League. You can go with Rafael Devers or Jose Ramirez. So let's go by average, homers, RBIs, and OPS, right? Rafael Devers takes average by a long shot. Jose Ramirez takes homers. Jose Ramirez again takes RBIs, and Jose Ramirez takes OPS. So while this may look very close, I'm going to go with J-Ram. He's just been money this year. Jose Ramirez and Manny Machado, starting third baseman in the National League. All right, folks, so it's now time to move on to the shortstops. And in the American League, honestly, shortstop is stacked. Like, there's so many guys that you could pick from. Obviously, my pick is going to come down to Xander Bogaerts and Tim Anderson. So Tim Anderson, I think, leads the majors in average. If it's not, unless it's Luis Arias, but Tim Anderson has been amazing. He had homers, it's Corey Seager, but I really think it's going to come down to Tim Anderson or Xander Bogaerts, just the year they're both having. Xander Bogaerts has more RBIs and homers, and even though Tim Anderson has a higher OPS, I'm going to have to go, and average, I'm going to have to go with Xander Bogaerts. The guy's just been on point this year, can't stop him. And so in the National League, I think you could go with Lindor, you could go with Trey Turner, you could go with Dansby Swanson. He's putting together a nice year. And I think what I'm going to do is going to surprise a couple of you guys, because I'm actually going to go ahead and go – I'm going to go with – yeah, I'm going to do it. Guys, I am going to vote – where is he? Hold on. I got to find him. Tommy Edman. Here's why. Tommy Edman, guys, he is the second overall in WAR in MLB, and that is because of how good he is at fielding. Where is he? Tommy Edman. And he's also having a nice year at the plate. Tommy Edman is second overall in WAR in MLB because he has a 278 average, 6 homers, 25 RBIs, 773 OPS, plus his outstanding defense. Like, this guy is insane. I'm going with Tommy Edman because he is second in WAR. And when I make this video in a couple weeks again, I might change it because there's a couple good ones in the American League or National League you can pick from. But Tommy Edman right now is my pick for the shortstop in the National League. All right, folks, it is time to move on to the catcher position. And the American League, I think it's pretty obvious. I'm going to have to go with Alejandro Kirk because Kirk is just having an amazing year. While he's not that high in homers or RBIs, his OPS is third. He has a great average, and his defense behind the plate is stellar. Like, he's a very, very good framer. And I got to go with Alejandro Kirk to start it because he's just doing great. I mean, can't stop him. So National League now, you could go a couple guys. You could go Tyler Stevenson, Wilson Contreras. You could go with, who else? Dalton Varsho, Will Smith, Omar Narvaez even. So I'm just going to go ahead and go through these. So I see Wilson Contreras is definitely leading the charge in a lot of these. Tyler Stevenson as well. This is a tough decision. I'm going to go ahead and narrow it down to Wilson Contreras and Tyler Stevenson. So I'm going to go with Wilson Contreras because this guy's defense is great, his offense is great, and he really carries this Cubs team that don't have a lot of superstars on it. So it's very, very important for him to stand out, and he's one of the more underrated players in the league. Not many people know about him, but bam, Alejandro Kirk, Wilson Contreras, your starting catchers in the All-Star game. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and move on to the very easy American League outfield. And honestly, this couldn't get much easier. We're going Taylor Ward, Aaron Judge, and Mike Trout because Taylor Ward, all three of these guys have an over 1,000 OPS. Taylor Ward, while he hasn't played as much as the other guys, still has 26 RBIs and not nearly as many games, almost as much as Trouty, and the highest OPS out of all three of these outfielders. And so I'm going to go with Taylor Ward, Aaron Judge, and Mike Trout for the American League. Let's go ahead and move on to the National League. Obviously, you got to get Mookie Betts. Who else? You could go Brandon Nimmo, Jock Peterson, have a nice year. Yeah, there's a lot of guys you could go with. Juan Soto, even. That sounds crazy to me, but I'm gonna go ahead and do. Ooh, Ronald. I want to do Ronald. I really want to do Ronald. Do I do it though? Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and do Ronald. And also, I got to do. You know what? Oh my gosh, it hurts. I don't know. Homers. Who leads homers? Mookie Betts. I got him. Jock Peterson as well. Jock Peterson. Jeez, I have to do Jock Peterson. Wow. All right, so for the American League, I have Taylor Ward, Judge, and Trout, and Ronald Acuna, Peterson, and Betts for the National League. Let's go ahead and move on to the last and final position, the DH. All right, folks, so let's go ahead and get into the last position, the DH. And honestly, this is going to be really easy. It's going to be Yordan Alvarez in the American League and Bryce Harper in the National League. Very, very easy. And guys, let's just go ahead and go over this, my All-Star ballot, because it's done. And I'll be doing another video like this in a couple weeks, just so you guys know. And so I'm doing Ty France in the American League for first base, Paul Goldschmidt, Andres Jimenez at second base, Luis Guillorme at second base, Jose Ramirez at third base, Manny Machado at third base. The shortstops, Xander Bogaerts and Tommy Edman. Catchers, Alejandro Kirk and Wilson Contreras. The outfielders, Taylor Ward, Aaron Judge, Mike Trout in the American League. Ronald Acuna Jr., Mookie Betts, and Jock Peterson in the National League. Yordan Alvarez in the American League for the DH, and Bryce Harper, the DH for the National League. Guys, let me know what you think of my ballot in the comment section below. I will be doing a video like this and another video like this in like 2 weeks or 2 or 3 weeks. And I will be answering comments, and this is where the video is going to wrap up. So I really hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.